All right, going towards the second half of turn number 8. It is the French-backed imperial turn in the Empire of Mexico. And it's getting down to it. I got a turn left. The Imperials have all the fortresses. And the Allies have all the ports. So we're going to try to, as the Imperial, get Maximilian down here in Mexico City, but we're definitely going to have to fortify it on up because it is down to a handful of security forces, i.e., entourageable Bazine. And that is it. We're going to roll for the Imperial event. Blue Imperial die. I get a 6. Going up here. Oh, not good. Imperial player gains 1 AP for each Imperial control fortress. Well, that's good. That's good. Allied player gains 1 action point for each allied controlled port. Okay. Wow, well, that was just what we were figuring out here. Oh, Caribbean port. Allies. So there you go. We'll take some points off of the Imperial event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I doing there? Alright, so that gives us a nice little bonus. They get 1 for each fortress. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they get 5 also. Is Puebla fort? Yep, sure is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't believe there's any more fortresses. There are none. Well, there's a fortress down there. Oh, didn't know about that. Well, they don't get credit for it anyway. So 5 versus 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll help. All right. That was our event. And we'll go over here to the end. Oh, not good. Only get 1. That's a bummer. You can see there. You need a low die roll on those events. Low die rolls on the events. All right. Now I'll come back down here. And again, we get some redundancy. Event table, we did that. Imperial leaders on the map and controlled fortresses. So we get 5 for the fortresses. That'll raise us up to 11. And we might max out with the leaders. Oh, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, bad camera work. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. There's only 1 there. Yep, 5 and 6. That will be it. No more leaders for the Imperials. But that's alright. They can only afford 4 more anyway to max out at 15 action points. There you got the Mexican Imperial flag, the French flag, the Confederate flag, and the Belgian flag. Alright, there you go. We are on it. That is the event phase. We got all of our points. Now we'll figure out how we're going to spend them to keep these fortresses and maybe grab us a port or 2. But yeah, I think it's the Imperials' game to lose. We'll see. We're back. Alright, as the Imperial player, I'll be purchasing me a veteran composite brigade, untried composite brigade, 2 supply units, and 3 tactics markers for a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright. That'll leave us 1, 2, 3, 4 left. And hopefully that'll be enough for our marches. Let me go ahead and show you how I will deploy my recruited units. Be right back. That was how I'm going to distribute. One thing about my Imperial units, besides here at this fortress of Puebla. They're all pretty well supplied. So Imperial forces definitely got supplies, so I'm going to distribute my forces this way. The Untried unit, my supply down here at Veracruz. My veterans in there at what is that? Querétaro. And another supply unit up here. These ones up here are just Pacific Ocean port, don't have any supply, so that'll be how I distribute my units. Now another thing is, you'd think, you know, with 15 you'd be able to get some units, but really, you know, units are expensive. You don't really get much. You can either go one way with all units or the other way with all marches, but we'll split it up a little bit. Putting my tactics markers in my tactics box. There we go. And that is it. We have 4 action points left. And we'll be back with the Imperial movement. Turn 8. Alright, then, as much as I like to hold, I don't think I can. Well, number one, I gotta reinforce Bazine, but I don't really have all that much forces. He looks like a nice stack there, but those are garrison units and some of those are supply. I weaken this one here. Old Pueblo ain't all that. So we aren't as strong as we want to be. I think I'm gonna, first thing I have to do is send old Maximilian down here to relieve Querétaro, and Querétaro's forces can go ahead and cascade and move down here and take old Mexican City. But I gotta get Maximilian into the capital. That'll be our first priority. So we'll be back with our action points expenditures. Alright then, for the Imperials, 1 action point spent, and that will be to move Emperor himself, Maximilian, and some untried Mexican infantry. And there's a big argument before he left about who he's going to take with him. You're going to leave me here with what? So we had to make a bunch of adjustments, but the argument was Sheridan's there with 8 freaking divisions, more units here, so yeah, we left a nice little force there. We needed to bring somebody down here though, so Maximilian's going to go, let's see here, half 1, half 2, half 3. He'll have to drop these units off because that'll be their only movement factor. Meanwhile, he'll go half 4, half 4.5, and 5, and 2. Mexico City. We'll get a big bonus for that. Alright. Then we have to spend some more. Another action point. Well, to get these guys. Well, they're in a town there, but we need to beef up Mexico City. Way back. Alright then, for our next activation point, we're going to move. We're going to snatch old Early's cavalry out from under him, and some Belgians. And he ain't liking that too much. He's MFing me and everything else, but there you go. Early, you can't go with them because you gotta stay at the fortress. You're right to give them a column shift. So I'm snatching on your forces. They're coming down here to reinforce Mexico City. And it's if old Custer might have had somebody here, I mean, they could have maybe went around. I don't know about the action points though, or about the movement points, movement factors, what the terrain cost. But if he would have had a unit here, it would have negated us just running on through the road on in there. Never thought to be had, but you can only do what you can do. That is that. We'll be right back. Hold on. Well, here's what we look like. And ain't none of these fortresses really all that strong. It depends. I forgot how weak Custer's forces were in the last assault, but they're all equally miserable now. You can see here in Monterey, that stack has gone down substantially. Facing Sheridan, so I don't know if it was a good thing to move any troops or not, but we still got action points left, and with 1 more action point, we will move the units from San Luis Potosi. St. Louis Potosi. I live in St. Louis, and there's a town called Potosi right down the highway. What the heck is that all about? All right, we're gonna move them on in here to Hubble Early. Because look, here's all the only thing Early's got. We move this down here. This is his stack. He's got a garrison, tons of supply, and just one composite. So, like I said, they're all very weak. That's why I'm going to move those forces there and there with him. These are untried units. So we'll put them like this. And this is my garrison here. Untried. Like I said, not much. So, maybe use some deception tactics. Some fake cannons. March the men around in circles or something. I forgot what they were doing. To deceive old McClellan on the peninsula. Alright. As a matter of fact, I'm getting all this from Little Wars TV. They're doing their day by day. They're kind of taking a heed from, what is that called? Something history, where they were doing the Franco-Prussian War. Little Wars TV must have watched them, and they're doing their Civil War, which is all good. It's all good. Imitation is the best form of flattery. But yeah, Little Wars TV is, what the heck is the name of that channel? Hold on a second. Alright, so here you go. This is, what's called real-time TV. They did a bunch of these, day-by-days for the Franco-Prussian War. And then you got Little Wars TV. And they're doing a day, but they're kind of taking their cue and doing a day-by-day of the Civil War. So, it's a couple of nice little shows. You can watch real-time TV and Little Wars TV. Alright, we're booked on up. We got one more action point left. We might just leave that dangling, because I don't see anything else I really need to do. Let me look at the board real quick. I can't move these guys anywhere with just one action point. I need to bring them down. They need to stay there and garrison that port anyway. We might just call this a turn for the Imperials. I don't know if I really want to make any. Well, we'll be right back. Hold on a second. Alright, for my last action point, I want to move old Mija. But unfortunately, the rules state that this guy here is a zone of control, which connects all the way around. Even though he's on this part of the river, he can control what's going on out here. Okay, I will give it to him. It's only a game, not a real military. Like I said, it's just a bunch of cardboard pieces acting like they're military units. So we played the game, and the game states that we can't move him here or here. We need to get him out of here. He ain't doing nothing there. So therefore, our last action point down to 0. We will march against this Riverine unit. So we're gonna have a little combat between Mija and a Riverine unit. We'll be right back. Alright then, determining battlefield advantage for old Mija's breakout. He's going against a U.S. ironclad Riverine unit with some infantry, cavalry, and that's a garrison unit. Oh, I wonder if he can move. He can't move. He can't even be there. I'm sorry. We'll put him back here. There you go. That'll be correct. Alright. Here we are. Oh, be right back. Alright, after rereading the rules, we're going to go ahead and keep him there because he's got a 1 attack factor. He just cannot move. So we will be on over here. Oh, what did I do with him? In between my watching of the Russians. The latest from real-time history. Alright, where are we at here? Combat. Oh, we are going to find out a battlefield advantage. And the U.S. Riverine unit does not have a leader with them. So we will give a +1 to the Imperial forces. Player contains one or more veteran units. Riverine unit is a veteran. That's what that plus is. And they fortunately have a veteran French cavalry. So that negates that one. Here's key. If a player plays a tactics card, Allied display empty. And here are the tactics for the Imperial player. Now, turncoats comes into effect where you get victory points. Oh, excuse the uncut nail. You get the victory points for, what is that? If you defeat 6 units or less. We won't be doing that. There's only 1 unit there. Honors of wars if you're attacking a fortress, so that we won't be doing that. We will be doing the maneuver. But we're picking out which one do we want to use that for, or do we even want to use one? We already get a 1+1 modifier. We'll take another +1, so we will use the tactics marker, giving us a +2 die roll modifier for the battlefield advantage. We'll take these markers here and put them back up in our tactics display. Alright, rolling for the battlefield advantage. It'll be a +2. Hold on a second. Alright, +2 on the blue die. Oh, only gets a 1. Alright. Oh, bad luck, schmuck. We will withdraw. Conduct a withdrawal with his force. Defending side wins the battlefield advantage. We will withdraw. So it depends. They're out of action points. So Mija gets outmaneuvered by a Riverine unit. Alright, the game is what it is. We'll be back. Alright, then Riverine unit does its job. Holds the Imperials where they're at. And we will reshuffle these tactics markers. And make them available for recruitment. There you go. Alright, that'll be it for the I believe that'll be it for the Imperial turn. We're going to turn this turn marker again. Let us see. We'll be right back. Alright, sustainment phase for the Imperial player. Let me see here. This is Imperial player. Yep, supply check. We are looking, and I think everybody is in. We don't keep anybody out in the open in this game too long. Everybody is in a city or a port, so we will not have to worry about that phase. We're going to go over to the turn phase. Moving the counter to the last turn of the game. We'll be back for the Allies move, and I have a feeling it's going to be nothing but action points for marches and combats. We'll be back. Alright then, turn 9, and we're ready for the all-important naval determination phase. And we'll use a neutral dice for this one. -1 on the roll because the Allies control 3 or more ports, as you'll see here on the naval superiority table. So -1 on the roll. Oh, 5. That's good for the Allies, I do believe. Yes. So the Imperials never could get any French units in there. That was a whole game. I think only one time. I think the very first turn. And like I said earlier, this game started on turn 4. It was some kind of procedure we had to make, and it didn't start on turn 1. So it's really good. It kind of seems like a short game. It was. We would have been shorted about 3 turns. But yep, these units will be for naught because they can't get to any ports because the U.S. has control of the seas. We'll leave the marker there. Next will be the event phase for the Allies, and they have 4 points from the Imperial event last turn. We'll roll the dice. 1. Oh, that's good though on the event table. Remember, low is good. So 1, Monroe Doctrine, shift naval superiority to the Allied side, which it is. Then recruit and deploy 1 U.S. infantry or cavalry division. And we get 6 extra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Life is going to be fat. We can get maximum, which we will get. I know I'll go for marches, but we get 1 infantry or cavalry division. What do we have here? We don't have no cavalries. We have an infantry division though. That's one we want. Oh, there's a, well, that's a brigade. Brigade. We will take a U.S. infantry division. We will deploy him. And then we will go for our Allied action points of generation. Points for leaders on the map and Caribbean controlled ports. Let's just go ahead and max it out to 15 because we definitely have all that. So we'll be maxed out. We got more than enough ports and more than enough leaders. Let me deploy my unit. We'll bring some reinforcements in for Custer. And we'll have their disembarkment at Tampico. There you go. And with our 15 action points, we gotta figure out what we want to do. We won't be recruiting on some units, but we will be maybe get some supply and some tactics markers. We'll be back. Alright, for our recruitment purchases, we will get the top 1, 2, 3, 4 tactic markers. Place them on our display for the Allied player. Alright, that's what else we can do. Go straight down here. Alright, so that is one action point apiece. Oh, 1, 2, 3, and we're on 11. That will be it for our purchases. We only got one supply marker. Maybe we need to get that one though. Oh, darn it. Oh, nah. I don't think there'll be any. Well, it'll be their turn. Our subsistence. Oh gosh. All right, we'll buy our last supply point, moving us down to 10. And we will put him. I think I want to put him with Wallace. Yeah, he has no supply points, so we'll put him in there with old Wallace down here at Corpus, or no, Brownsville. There you go. It is on. Final turn of movement and a lot of good combats, as I used to say when I used to watch my old channels back when you had 3 channels. Don't touch that dial. Be back. All right then. Spending 1 action point, we're going to activate a newly arrived U.S. infantry division. Send the Marines in with them. And we're taking us a slow-moving supply unit. Make sure we take all the supply. Oh, we got another supply unit there. Yeah, we'll take them all. Alright, and we'll go 1/2, 1, 2, and 3. And with that, we will join Custer's force. Be back. Alright, old Custer beefed up and supplied. He was out of supply, so it's good we got some supply, and he's ready for a rematch against the reinforced Bazaine. And old Emperor himself, Maximilian. We will take another action point, and with that, we will attack Mexico City. Alright, here we are, ready for the battle for Mexico City. Did I say Moscow? What can I say? Oh, that's pretty good. But anyway, here we go. Here's a tail of the tape. Oh yeah. Engineers. It's just fresh infantry division, a couple cavalry divisions, and a Marine regiment, but the rest of Custer's units are, we call it barely combat effective, for they have suffered casualties in the last storming of Mexico City. We have some scout cavalry and some much needed supply versus Bazaine. And his Emperor Maximilian's going to throw in his 2 cents worth when it comes to strategy. Not that Bazaine needs it or even wants it. We got some Belgian. Alright, combat here for Mexico City. And most of the battlefield advantage modifiers cancel each other out except for a tactics marker. So we'll be doing that right now. Looking at the newly purchased Allied tactics markers, and ooh, he's got a bunch of good ones. Oh, a bunch of good ones. Alright. and they all have to do with battlefield advantage. So there's our arsenal versus the arsenal of the Imperials. And not to be outdone, the only one they could use is this one. And they will use it. Not to be outdone is the superior maneuverability of Custer. So on this roll, a white die will get a +1. Well, +3, but an advantage over the Imperials. So +2 on the Imperial die roll, 3 for Custer. Alright. 3 on the blue, 2 on the white. Or rather, 3 on the white, 2 on the blue. Oh, 2 on the blue is a 2. 3 on the white is a 6. Yep. +3 is 6 for Custer's white die. The Imperial get a +2, this makes that a 3. Custer has a battlefield advantage, and that is a big advantage. Put these over here. Move them all around. And we'll restack them here off camera in a second. Alright, well that will take care of tactics. We'll go to the first round of combat, which entails column shift markers. Here we are, Battlefield Combat Procedure, column shifts, supply shifts. Alright, cost will definitely take, well, let's go with the base number first. We'll be right back. Custer's base number is 45 on the dot. So we won't be wasting a supply unit for a column shift. We'll leave it up there. As a matter of fact, we're not using any column shifts. No naval support shifts. Attacking engineers will be one, but we're maxed out at 45, so we can't do anything else. Now, therefore, what's his name? Bazine can't have any column shifts for supply. None of his tactics markers are available for a defender. They're all attacker tactic markers. So therefore, he will get his 3 column shifts. 1, 2, 3 for his fortress, and we will roll the dice. All right, 21 to 27. 1 die. It'll be the white ally die. He's looking for a high number. Oh, not good. Only 4 hits. Alright, let's go over here. Oh, what do we do with the 4 hits? 1, 2, 3. Oh, what we gotta do here? We gotta eliminate a Belgian unit 4. That is it. Alright, now it'll be time for the Imperials to fire from the fortress. Be right. Alright, Imperials fighting with 8 combat factors. We will... Let's go here real quick. We have 8 combat factors. Custer doesn't get a shift for the terrain because it's clear. The only shift he can get in his favor is if he wants to use a marker supply unit. We'll see here real quick. Do we want to use one? Yeah, we will, because that will. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to expend a supply marker, giving us a favorable combat column shift. And that'll go over here. That'll take us out of the retreat table. We might suffer casualties, but in this column shift, we won't have to retreat. That is out. So, spent one of our supply units for extra ammo and other supplies to resist this attack from Bazine. Alright, rolling the blue die. Looking for a high number, 4. And it is a 1. Alright, we will take 1 hit from the Marines, maybe? Oh, no, you don't want to eliminate the Marines. You want to take off 3. If anything, tell me you got a step. Nope, no steps. Alright, well, I don't want to lose my scouts. So I'm afraid we're going to have to take care of a U.S. division. Or no, just a brigade. All right. We'll put him back over here. Put a brigade. That'll be it for this attack. All right, before we go anywhere, we will move the marker down to 7th spot. And Custer's coming back for a second round. We'll be back. All right, then Custer will not be denied. And he's inflicting some good losses, or some heavy losses onto the Imperials inside the fortress with his, I guess, his superior numbers, manpower. And they don't really have artillery or anything in this, so you just gotta use your imagination a little bit. With old Bazine firing from his fortress. Custer's only suffered light casualties. So we're back here for round 2. We'll be back here in a second. Alright then. When in Rome. Where in Rome is that picture taken? Oh, that was some of my travels. But anyway. Oh, we're back here. We're ready for combat. Deciding on whether... Well, let me see here. What we want to do for battlefield advantage. Let's get over here to the... combat results, combat procedure, battlefield advantage on the second round of combat. And all the shift markers cancel each other out. They still have some veteran Confederate cavalry to take care of their veteran shift. We both have leaders. The only difference is, Custer has a supply in it. Yeah, hold on a second. We don't know if we want to use that. We'll switch over to our tactics marker, and we'll take a +2 tactics marker. And the Imperials are out. Those are all attacker tactics markers. So on the battlefield advantage roll, the white die will get +2. The old battle box. Oh, and it comes in handy. We needed every bit of them too, but we still get battlefield advantage. Oh, let me see. Tactics marker, yep, that's it. So we will put this tactics marker back over in the random draw pile. And we will go on to the combat. First thing we're going to do is find out what our base number is for Custer. Be right back. Alright, Custer dropped down one. He's at the 43 number. And column shifts for supply. We will take one column shift, and that'll be all his supply. So he's out there against the elements now. Let's see if he can get behind the walls. That'll put us up to the maximum of 45. Oh, that will be all the column shifts we have. Oh, we got engineers. Well, like I said, we're at the maximum, so that doesn't help us any. So we will go ahead and go down our 3 column shifts. 1, 2, 3. 21, 27. Looking for a high die roll for Mexico City. Oh, happy days are here again. Okay, 6 hits. Oh, I think that's gonna pretty well do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. They are done. Mexico City is entered by Custer. Armstrong, hero of the day. We'll be right back. So, Bazine, KI-8 or taken prisoner. Maximilian, KI-8 or taken prisoner, probably taken prisoner, handed over to the Mexican Republic authorities. And if anything was like real life, subsequently put up against a firing squad and shot. Life's a bitch, ain't it? Oh, here we go. Custer in charge of Mexico City with all of his forces. And that could be a game changer right there. That's a big game changer. We didn't really have the forces to pull back. I mean, like I said, you can play it any way you want. That's why we love these games. There you go. We are done with, we still got lots of action points left. So we'll find out what we want to do next. Custer can keep on going through his rampage. We got another target down here, looks like. How are we going to play it? Who are we going to cover who? Who's going to move where, when, or how? But big victories for the Allies in the Rio Grande War. Custer's War, we're back. Alright, moving on for our next action point. The Allied player will move General Diaz from Acapulco. He will move 1, 2, through Custer, 3. He'll end up right here. There you go. Let me show you this again. 1/2. 1.5, 2, 2.5, and then 3. Stopping us under control. Alright, there we go with an attack on Puebla. And the tail of the tape is old Diaz. He's moving in with some good units. He's got some Zapista or some engineers, some veteran Mexican Republic infantry composite brigade, and some untried brigades, Mexican Republic units. Good looking units there. There you go. Good looking counters. Mexican Republican cavalry untried, and 1 supply unit going against some Confederinos, some rebels left over from the Lost War, U.S. Civil War. They got their names there: Price, Magar. Got some Mexican Imperial engineers, and the Puebla garrison. Not looking too good. We'll see what happens with the battle. Get ready to determine battlefield advantage. We'll be right back. Alright, battlefield advantage. We'll give a +1 for our leader. We both have veterans. Oh, tactics marker. We will use a tactics marker, giving us a +2 on a die roll. Imperials are out of it. Defender tactics markers are tactics markers that affect a die roll. So we'll be rolling a die with the white die, getting a +2 on the die roll. Oh, that'll be easy to beat. And there you go. Old Diaz with the advantage. I'm mixing these all up, getting ready to restack them. Alright, so there you go. Diaz has the advantage. We will look for some base numbers. Be right back. Alright, we have a 20 as a base number for old Diaz. He gets a column shift. Let's see here. 4. Oh, supply? No, well, yeah, we'll take a supply column shift, that's for sure. Put our supply back in the recruiting pile. Move this up from the 20 to the 21, 27. Alright. Naval support none. We're attacking a fortress with engineers. We will definitely take advantage of that. Move this column up 1 more. And that'll be it for the Allies, or for the Republicans. Next, 3 shifts down for the fortress at Puebla. 1, 2, 3. Rolling under the 10 and 14 table. Looking for a high die roll. Oh, yes. It is just time and time. Minus. Alright, how's everybody's got to lose? He has to lose 4 hits and retreat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll count him out. This unit here must retreat. We'll be back. Alright, well, they get to, we forgot, they get to ignore retreat results. So therefore, the Confederates hang on inside of the fortress. We'll be back for a second round, but still, another note I wanted to make is we get victory points if the force we defeat is 6 units or more, but yet we've yet to do that. Our last battle with Mexico City was 5 units, so we didn't get to include that bonus to our victories. All right, well, we'll be back again. We're going to move him back to the battlefield. We'll go down another point here. It's going to be round 2 for the battle for, my marker place, for Puebla. Be back. All right, getting our tactics pile randomized. Oh, we'll take this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. There we go. All right, we're ready for the battle. And it ain't looking good for the, Imperials. That's just sheer numbers, and I don't know. Like I said, it was the way you purchased or recruited units. These coastal areas are key, but I think numbers, especially Sheridan and Custer's, definitely maybe a little bit more in favor of the U.S. or the Allies. But we'll see if they can pull it out. Ain't looking good on the last turn, since they ain't got the forces to defend, much less go on offense. So it might be a matter of calling it a game, but we will play it out and find out what the victory point total is. Till then, we got a battle to resolve. We're back. All right, we're here for the second round, or second assault, and the Allies get a +1 because they have a leader. Veteran units. The Confederate is a veteran, so that'll negate that die roll modifier. And a tactics marker. We will use our tactics marker here. They have nothing but advantage, our attacker advantage markers, so we will get a +2 on the white die for the battlefield advantage. Oh, 6. Oh, almost got to retreat back into your little fortress there, Confederinos, but it is not meant to be. We'll put this over in the pile and mess them all up. All right, what we gotta do here now? We're ready for combat. We're ready for column shifts. First thing to do though is to find yourself your base number. We'll be right back. We're back with a base number of 20 for the Mexican Republican units, going against the former Confederates of the U.S. Confederate States. And he is firing with a 15 to 20 range. There's all his units. You guys want to do the math. And we're looking for column shifts. We get a column shift if we want to supply or expend a supply unit, which we don't have. No naval support in the Puebla. And we do have engineers. So that'll move us up 1 up here for our Mexican Republican engineers. You're over there digging a ditch, getting stuff ready for plant that dynamite underneath those walls, or nitroglycerin. All right, what else we got going on there? So we'll go ahead and fire with a 3 shift for the fortress. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not looking too good. Not looking too good. Tough defenses are a bear to get over. So we're rolling a die, white die, 6 through 9. Looking for a high die roll. 3. That ain't gonna do much. That gives them 2. Oh, you know what? That's all we need though. 2 hits. 1, 2. He's gone. And Diaz captures the fortress of Puebla. We'll be back. All right, on Puebla in the hands of the Allies. And we're grabbing us some ports and fortresses. Like I said, not really a good fight for the Imperials in my first game. But like I said, it's always a first game. It's nice to play 2, 3, or 4 after you know what's going on. But that'll be it for my little video playthrough. We'll let you drop in here in a little bit and see what the outcome was. But we're going to enjoy this game off camera. Hope you enjoyed a little playthrough here of Rio Grande War. And we're going to be back. We're going to try to figure out the rest of these attacks. We'll be back.